What up, what up, what up, what up? You know who it is. You know who I be. It ain't no secret. It's Mr. Lines coming to you live and direct on this thinking Thursday, April 29th, 2020. Mas uno, C, yes. We gonna say it with our chest. We are in here like the atmosphere. So you know what we gonna do, dog. We gonna G-A-T-A and get after these academics, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It ain't no secret. Today is a beautiful day because the words that we say. Now, with that being said and done, our quote of the day, comes from Jessamyn West, and she says, teaching is a royal road to learning. Woo, today marks day 150. You know how many wake-ups we got? We got a 30 more wake-ups to go, baby, and the end of school be here, so we got to go get it because we are chugging along. End of school year be here before we know it, and the weather today is going to be just as pretty as we gon' have it. Low is 65, and the high today is 87. So we're going to get in here and get it out. Woo, we're going to get this work in. We're going to get outside and move around a little bit. All right, now, woo-wee, let's go ahead and get into the school news. What's popping in the school news right now, Mr. Lyons? But I'm going to tell you right now, hot off the presses yesterday, we had, fifth grade had their award ceremony, and I'm going to give a shout out to my AB Honor Roll students and Uncle Walker, Jada Bumpkins, Makai Howard, and Cameron Smith, A.B. Honor Roll. And we had one straight A Honor Roll student, and that was Jerryon Hall. Big ups to you, ladies and gentlemen. Big up. Keep that same energy up this fourth quarter. Mr. Line, salute you both ways. All right, now, next up, more school news. Now, next Friday, we have progress reports going live. Next Friday, May the 7th. And May the 7th also kicks off our MAP testing portal. So be aware of that, teachers and students. All right? So then, at the end of the month, from, what's them dates? From May 3rd all the way to May 28th, we got North Carolina check-ins. So the portal be open for our North Carolina check-ins at the same time. And then at the end of the month, we have our next day off, before the end of the school year. And it is Monday, May 31st for Memorial Day. With that being said, classroom updates. Go ahead and get it. We start off with Miss Beat in kindergarten this Thursday. You all will read because I am Acorn. And you will discuss how all the things in the world work together. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And that's the same thing we working on in fifth grade with energy and ecosystems. Everything works together. All right. Now, in math, we will practice by identifying tens and ones and numbers through an activity on what? Nearpod. All right. Next up, I got first grade, and this is Mrs. Williams going to teach y'all some math. And this Thursday, y'all going to find 10 more or 10 less of any given number. Go up 10 or down 10. Yes. All right. Next up, in first grade, Mrs. Colson said, hey, this Thursday, we will read a book called The Dot and compare and contrast emotions of the character from the beginning to the end of that lesson. All right, that's what I'm talking about. And then next up, I got second grade and Mr. Carrington. Mr. Carrington said this Thursday, y'all can do some closed reading, making inferences using photographs. Social studies, y'all gonna do some math activities on what? Nearpod. All right, and then I got Mrs. McGuire in the second grade. You all still working on adding and subtracting within the number 1,000. So keep going with that, ladies and gentlemen. And then third grade, Mrs. Green said, this Thursday, y'all gonna do the relationship between area and perimeter. Yes, sirs. Yes, ma'am. All right, and then I'm gonna get to who? Miss Archer in the fourth grade. Miss Archer said this Thursday, y'all gonna take a quiz. Sure is. Y'all gonna take a quiz. All right, now the quiz is gonna be using the testing strategy and practice using testing text features. All right, so y'all get that knowledge in. Y'all get that knowledge in. And next up in fourth grade, Mrs. Bell said y'all gonna work on some EOG prep questions, and then y'all play some Kahoot hangs to get your mind right. And you gotta finish up some incomplete assignments y'all got out there. All right, then we got fifth grade. Now fifth grade, today is test day for fifth grade math and science. So you know we finalizing our test on dividing with fractions, and we finalize our test in energy and ecosystems. We're going to knock those out, as well as our practice problems, okay? So then we're going to move on to Miss Bradley. She be working from home today, but pretty sure y'all finish up Esperanza Rising and kick off with some new lesson on social studies. So be aware and stay tuned. All right, and then we're going to kick it off to who? Middle school. Sixth grade, Mrs. Batts. And math students will be testing on integers and absolute value on Wednesday, but the students begin studying adding and subtracting integers from this day forward. All right, now ELA, you are working on Romeo and Juliet in the second and third act. All right, that's across the board for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And then science for 6th grade, you are working on physical and chemical changes, as well as starting to learn about waves. And then in social studies, students will learn about different types of government, and they are going to compare and contrast those different types of government. And then in 7th grade, math students will learn about the volume and the surface area. All right, and then ELA, once again, Romeo and Juliet, 2nd and 3rd act. And then in science, 7th grade with Mrs. Batts, you all will be learning about the nervous, muscular, and skeletal system this week. And then in social studies with Mr. Michael, students will be learning about the causes of the First World War. All right, now we're going to 8th grade. 8th grade math students will learn about rational and irrational numbers and how to plot them on a number line. All right, then remember, this coming up, yeah, y'all had that. All right, and then once again in ELA with Mr. Ships for 6th, 7th, 8th grade, y'all working on Romeo and Juliet, 2nd and 3rd act. All right, and then y'all gonna look at it specifically by looking at the key events and ideas to analyze the conflicts and changing characters from the main characters. All right, and then remember, there's a quiz at the end of this week. All right, and then in science for 8th grade with Mrs. Blake, students will be reviewing geological time scale, rock cycle, and comparative anatomy. All right, and then in social studies with Mr. Michael, students will be learning about America post-World War II to the present. You know who I am, you know who I be. It ain't no secret. Mr. Lyons, and I want everybody to attack your day and your academics with relentless tenacity. And remember, one family, one falcon, one flight, and we gone.